Hey, what is going on, guys? It's the SS Ultimate Goku back with another video. And so today I'm going to be talking about Toonami and one of the biggest blunders they did yesterday. And no one's talking about it, and it really annoys me that no one talking about it. I tagged Adult Swim. I tagged Jason DeMarco on Twitter, and I did not get a response, and I have not seen them to this point at least. They have not addressed the mistake, and that pisses me off, and I'm really pissed that no one has called them out on it. Because I like Toonami, but I'm not going to call them out on something that they did wrong. And this was absolutely 100% wrong, regardless if you like Toonami or not, which I'm a huge fan of Toonami, obviously. Adult Swim false advertised on their broadcast. They false advertised on their broadcast, and we have evidence. Okay, we have evidence of this, literally from Tom talking himself. Okay, so in the intro, right before Wonder Woman Bloodline aired, they said the, end quote, regular lineup would continue, implying that the regular lineup would be back the next week, because they specifically said next Saturday, next week. And then, after Bloodline was over, and Wonder Woman Bloodline, and they moved on to the Justice League Frontier, all of a sudden, during one of the commercials, we got a broadcast of the Cowboy Bebop trailer, or Toonami bumper of, them basically saying that Cowboy Bebop would be marathoning next week. That right there is false advertisement. And I don't care if it was a mistake, or if the dialogue wasn't put in. They obviously have multiple different dialogues they could have used. They got hours upon hours of Steve Bloom's voice clips. So that's not really an excuse. This should not have been done. And the fact that no one has addressed this, up to, as of right now, no one has addressed this mistake, because this is clearly a blatant mistake, is quite ridiculous. So I'm going to show you this right now to prove what was said.
To celebrate Wonder Woman 1984 coming to theaters and HBO Max on Christmas Day,
we're running Wonder Woman Bloodlines and Justice League The New Frontier back to back.
Don't worry, the regular lineup will be back next week. Don't worry, the regular lineup will be back next week.
Y'all hear that? Don't worry, the regular lineup will be back next week. Straight from Sarah herself. Why was this put in here? Why was this not changed? They have hours upon hours of lines recording, and they could have changed this. I don't want to hear that, oh, they didn't have time, or this and that. They had multiple stuff. They have contacts, virtual contacts, but they have hours upon hours of voice clips and archives of Sarah's voice and Steve's voice. Tom, Steve Bloom, the voice actor of Tom. They have hours upon this. There's no excuse for this. This should not have happened. And then we get this a couple hours later, contradicting it.
Okay, well, next Saturday it's Cowboy Bebop all night long starting at midnight.
Bang, bang. Only Toonami on Adult Swim.
So there you go. Basically, basically lying to the audience that thought they were getting the regular lineup back a couple hours earlier. But even more than this, and I wanted to address this, because this whole Cowboy Bebop marathon thing was decided about a month ago, when they did the voting thing, like what was the biggest Toonami like show or whatever, and it came down to Dragon Ball Z or Cowboy Bebop for a future marathon, which obviously it's this one. And Dragon Ball Z somehow lost, which no, it did not. I'm just gonna say that right now. There's no way Cowboy Bebop won. Okay, Cowboy Bebop's big, but Cowboy Bebop wasn't even on the original Toonami, so it did not play a significant part compared to like Dragon Ball Z in terms of being shown on Toonami, in terms of impact ratings on Toonami. Okay, yeah, Cowboy Bebop impacted the voice of Tom, but it didn't impact broadcasting. There's no way it won in that voting. Okay, there's no way. And someone had brought it up, I seen it on Reddit, that they had just lost the rights to Dragon Ball Z Kai like about 2 weeks before that whole, what's it called? That voting thing. Like, so they couldn't show it anyways. They couldn't show it on the marathon anyways. And it was Dragon Ball Z, so they would have had to show them the regular Dragon Ball Z, which they were not going to do that. They were going to show the regular Dragon Ball Z, you know, the original Dragon Ball Z, dub, which I wish they would, because again, that's the better dub in my opinion. Better show, better dub. As you all know, I'm a Dragon Ball Z dub fan, Dragon Ball Z dub fan. I much prefer that over Kai for voice acting, performance, Falconer's score, obviously. Well, I shouldn't say voice acting performance per se, but I prefer the original voice cast is what I mean. I know a lot of people like to differentiate that because a lot of people say Kai's voice performance is better because they were more experienced, which I guess I get why people say that. But in terms of what I thought their voice performance was just as fine in the original Z dub. But in terms of the original voice actor cast, which is not in Kai, Z is much better. And of course, obviously, there was some old dialogue in there that I liked as well too, much better than the Kai version, even though the Kai kind of goes more towards the manga. I prefer the Z dub better. But, but that's not the main topic of this video. The main topic of this video is obviously, they just literally lied to you, and no one's talking about it, which really bugs me, that fans aren't calling, Adult Swim out on this, because it's like, I don't people are like, oh, well, it's just it was an accident, it was a mistake. Fine, it was an accident and mistake, if you want to argue that for Adult Swim, fine, but that doesn't mean that they shouldn't come out and, apologize for the mistake or, basically acknowledge that they screwed up. I still believe they would have had enough time to change Sarah's dialogue to something else. Because they have archives of audio of the Sarah voice actor, recorded that they could have recycled. I think that's completely unnecessary, and I think, that shouldn't have been done, because that's blatantly false advertising right there. And just like everyone's just going with it, like, are you kidding me right now, guys? Are you kidding me right now? Just go with that. You apologize and you explain the mistake, and nothing was explained, and I was not tagged. Like, I hit DeMarco up on Twitter, I hit Adult Swim up on Twitter, and I didn't hear shit. Okay, excuse me, but crap. But it's the truth. I didn't hear anything, and I think that's kind of ridiculous. So that's my take on this. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell for all the latest content. Discord, Patreon, links are in the description. Yeah, that's about it, guys. That's all I really want to talk about. That's all I really wanted to address about this. I just was really very agitated about this this development by Toonami. I like Toonami, obviously, but when they do crap like this, I gotta call them out on it, because this is not right. You should not be false advertising stuff, even if it's an accident. And I do believe in this case it was a mistake, but there needs to be an explanation, and there needs to be something said about it. And as of right now, nothing has been currently said, and that annoys me. So I'm out of here. I'm the SS Ultimate Goku. I'm out of here. Peace.